But he was a loyalist. Nintendo loyalists exist, not as much anymore because Nintendo kind of screwed Nintendo loyalists over with the Wii U and the Wii.
The Wii was fine.
The Wii was fine, except until Nintendo went fast backwards and said, okay, know that whole seal of
Actually, you know what? I have a very interesting fact regarding the Wii. I actually looked at the game libraries of all of Nintendo's home consoles, and something I noticed was that, with the exception of the Wii and the N64, they have a very similar number. They all have a very similar number of games.
Okay.
Which tends to be around 600 to 700. The outliers are the N64 and the Wii. The N64 had around 300 games.
The N64 was not, while the N64 was my first system, my stupid, teenage brain would never admit it. It was not the most popular console. It wasn't. It was the most popular. It was, it was the most popular console on my block because we had an N64. We had 4 controllers.
All right, well, hold on to that thought because I'm about to. Now, the Wii had a whopping thousands, They had about 1,000 games, and we're not talking including downloadable stuff. We're talking like full retail releases. Now, you could argue that most of those are like shovelware,
Yep.
but...
Yeah. About say 60%, 70% of it was shovelware.
Yeah, but still, developers wanted in on it because it sold like hotcakes.
Okay,
yes.
Do you remember Nintendo's policies in the past, though, before the Wii came out?
Yes.
A lot of the games they had to go through basically them to prove its, how can I say, official quality. Remember the quality standards they had? Where they used to limit the number of games a studio could create, which is why some studios branched off. Konami had Ultra games and so on. So they had different studios just to get around the whole Nintendo clause.
And that's how Tengen happened.
Yeah, but here's the funny thing, with the Wii, they threw that all out the window. If you look at the back of your games, all the way through the GameCube, you'll see the back that says official Nintendo seal of quality. Look at the back of the Wii games, it just says the official Nintendo seal of quality was removed. That is a fact.
Okay, well, you know what?
And my point is, Nintendo stopped caring about the quality of the releases and just said, you know what, whoever wants to make games for a system, go right ahead. And it tarnished the brand because no one wants to buy a Wii after a while, because it was just flail games.
I think the reason nobody bought a Wii because everybody who wanted one had one. It just, it took like 2 years for those things to just be able to walk into a store and just pick one up off the shelf. But that's success. It doesn't matter whether you like it or not.
The lifespan of the system waned very quickly. The first few years, sure, everybody wanted one. There were some great games for it. Everyone wanted Zelda. They all wanted Mario Kart. We wanted Smash Brothers. There was all these great games that were coming out.
And then, you know what? I actually remember when the Wii kind of died. Like, right after Mario Kart came off, the Wii kind of died.
No, there were still some good games out for it after that. I'm just saying that there was one E3, I want to say it was 2010 or 2009, maybe earlier, where they had one release to show off at E3 that year, and it was Wii Music.
Yeah, that was 2008.
That they haven't made missteps, and obviously I'm super excited for the Switch, but I don't.
By the time this comes out, I'll have done a video going over that.
My problem with Nintendo is that their focus is backwards. They release good stuff, they make great games. I love their games, that's why I'm buying the Switch. I'm getting Breath of the Wild for it, I'm super stoked for it. My problem is that, like the Wii U, not a bad system at all, but they completely ignored it. They made a few games great and they ignored it.
I don't think it's that they ignored it. I think it's just they marketed it poorly. Because I remember.
Oh my god! What marketing?
What is this? It's like, is this like an accessory? What the hell is it? If someone like me who has been playing video games for 20 years couldn't figure it out, how the hell was John Q. Public supposed to? That was a disaster. But you know what?
You know what? I watched a video. I don't know if you guys know who Arlo is. He's a YouTuber
I love that guy. I love that puppet. That guy's awesome.
He's awesome. He made a really good point regarding the marketing for the Wii U. That everyone who thought the Wii U was an add-on still didn't buy it. That even if they thought it was an add-on, wouldn't they have just bought it? And that is really why the Wii U failed. Because the games, nobody wanted them.
Well, it's not just that, but
There's good games on there.
It's not just that.
Yeah, there's good games, but there's no great games.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
I would say that like Mario 3D World was great.
It was
Bayonetta
good.
2 was
It was
great.
good, but at the end of the day, it's really just, it's just 3D Land 2.
Oh, well, heaven forbid!
Bayonetta, what?
That shit was awesome.
Yeah, Bayonetta 2 is great, but it doesn't sell consoles.
Okay, hang on, honestly, Bayonetta 2 is great. Mario Kart 8, I'm going to argue to death that's the best Mario Kart game I've played in a long time.
Yeah, but people, yeah, but it still didn't move a lot of. In fact, hell, Splatoon was a better system seller than Mario Kart.
Which one?
Splatoon.
Yeah, Splatoon was good.
Splatoon's great. I love its concept. I look forward to Splatoon 2 because they're just going to add more to it. I love it. I also, minority here, I enjoyed Hyrule Warriors. Nice Dynasty Warriors throwback. I got a kick out of that game. It was a lot of fun.
I did not play that, but I regret not playing it because it did look like
It is fun. It's mindless fun. It's full of
And that really sums up the Wii U, actually. Mindless fun. There's a lot of mindless fun, but there's not enough death.
What? What? The games aren't just mindless fun. Bayonetta 2 is not mindless fun.
Now that game is hard as shit.
It's fucking hard. If you haven't played that game, you need to play that. It'll beat the shit out of you.
I have Bayonetta 2. I know how awesome Bayonetta 2 is, but it's a rarity on the Wii U. But just look at what Nintendo themselves brought to the table.
Yeah, Mario Maker was just a phenomenon.
Yeah.
It didn't sell as many copies, as many consoles as it should have, but you know that was a like
the Wii U had, on top of that shit marketing, when it first came out, the biggest mistake they had was calling it the Wii anything. They should never have called it the Wii because it threw people off.
Exactly. But let me give you an idea of how horribly the Wii U sold, just in case there was any doubt. The Wii U sold approximately 11 or 12 million units.
Yeah,
The Sega Saturn sold 10.
So you're still saying it's sad will sell worse? Got it.
Sega's left the console market because they tried the Dreamcast and Dreamcast took off for a while. As soon as the PS2 came out, it blundered. And
Exactly.
The Dreamcast was their like holy crap comeback, and no one cared. It was a
And-
I love the Dreamcast.
And you know what? I'm just now realizing this might be a concern for Nintendo,
No, you
because
should. It's a good system. I wish I bought one. I regret not getting one. It was a good system. I mean, that system was ahead of its time. Holy crap.
Yep. It would have been nice that Sega had been able to get their shit together.
Yeah. No, it just basically came out too late. It was unfortunate. The Saturn really hurt their brand. Well, and the 32X.
and the CD.
And Game Gear.
Game Gear was okay, actually.
Yeah, the Genesis, the Master System and Genesis were great consoles.
I'm surprised we're not going to talk about the Nomad. Then again, I guess that's just a portable Genesis.
The Nomad was just poorly conceived. I thought the idea of the Nomad was pretty cool. Portable Genesis, only sucking part was that the battery life was ass and the screen was terrible. Idea was good. I liked that. I wish, back then I would have loved to have a portable Sega Genesis.
And that's why Nintendo stuck with the Game Boy for so long, because they knew that battery life was king with portables. It didn't matter how underpowered the damn thing was.
And that's actually kind of why the 3DS got so much flack, because it was weak.
3DS is a great system.
It is a great system. I would even argue that it's with the Game Boy Advance in terms of, like, how great the library is.
It plays everything. It plays everything.
The 3DS has more third-party support than the Wii U does.
I think that's kind of like one of the reasons why they're doing this stuff with the Switch.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense.
And you know what? A lot of people are arguing, oh, the Switch is underpowered. But you know what? Doesn't even matter at this point.
Yeah, who gives a crap? Nobody. Guess what? nobody except for the most pedantic motherfuckers give a shit about resolution and frame rates well.
You have a PC for that.
You know what's
Yeah,
funny?
like they don't say, like it's like people like, oh well, the Scorpio and the PS4 Pro. Are gonna be
The Scorpio is basically a souped-up Xbox One, which is fine for people who don't have an Xbox One, but all those games are going to be on PC anyway, so what's the point?
Yeah. Also, don't sit there and give me this shit about 4K gaming. A lot of these systems have trouble rendering full 1080p games. And so
That's another good point. Like, they can't even run 1080p. How are we expecting them to run 4K?
No, they're not running in 4K. They're running in upscale 4K. Native 4K is not even.
Well, that's the PS Pro. We're not quite sure about Scorpio yet.
For another like 5 or 6 years.
Yeah.
No, for native 4K, Xbox Scorpio is going to run native 4K.
I'll believe that when I see it.
That's what Phil Spencer said.
Yeah, no, I don't believe a word of that till I see it. Native 4K takes a lot of power. And that thing better be a beast if that's the case.
But you know what's gonna happen? It's gonna run native 4K, but it's gonna cost a shit ton. And people are gonna complain about how much.
You know what? I'm gonna call it right now. If it does do native 4K, don't expect it to cost less than like $600 or $700.
It's gonna cost like $700.
It'll do native 4K at about 5 frames a second.
I predict 450.
450? No, if it runs native 4K, they can't do 450.
Oh, by the way, at the time we're recording this, Sony finally allows PlayStation Pro consoles to actually run older games better. Which is what if should have come in the damn box in the first place.
This whole idea of mid-cycle console upgrades is so goddamn ridiculous.
It's pointless. It's really pointless because...
Or at least Nintendo is like actually just saying, okay, fine, fuck it, and making a new system, and not like having it, you know, and not attaching it like a playground.
No. How many versions of the DS and 3DS have there been? They started that shit.
Okay.
That's actually a really good point. What is it?
Actually, yeah, that is...
There's a DS, DS Lite, DSi.
Seriously, how many versions of the Game Boy we had? Game Boy Color, the Game Boy Advance, the DS, and the 3DS. There have been multiple variations, multiple models, one that works better than the other. They started this shit. That's
Actually, yeah. What, the DS had like 4 different versions?
Okay, let's see. There was the DS, there was the DS Lite, there was the DS XL.